Well, hello there. It's been a little while. It's been a couple of months. Yeah, so it's actually like 12:30 at night here at Hartfield Railway. I've actually had the entire day off. But let me tell you a story. So, about 10:30, I was thinking about going to bed. And bear in mind that it is the middle of June in the UK and it's a billion degrees. Fuck, nah, I'm never going to sleep in this. And I've got tomorrow off, so I'll go and have a look at the railway. Because I was planning to do something tomorrow. I was thinking, I can get some of the yard done. I can see what I can do with it. Let's make a plan. And that's where I made my first mistake. So I walked in the room. I looked around. I was like, yeah, looks all pretty much the same. Then I looked at my yard. And I went, And suddenly it clicked to me that I didn't like it. I just went, do you know what? It's not working for me. That layout just doesn't work. Not only had I created a reverse loop, which would be an absolute pain in the backside to wire up, and I'm not very good with electronics. I'll put my hand up and say that I'm not good with electronics. It's not my forte. I'm just not good with it. And I tried looking up some YouTube videos how to do it, and there's a million of them, and I'm sure there's a way of doing it really easily. It's just I couldn't find one. And I was like, do you know what? I'm not even going to bother with it. So at 11:15 at night, I took it upon myself to rip it all up and start again. It's now 1 o'clock in the morning nearly. It's about 20 to 1 or something like that. So that's the story of why I'm up so late. And that's the story of what's happened over here, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And I've also learned not to do this in the middle of the night because it's a stupid thing to do. Because now I'll be thinking about it. So anyways, I'm going to show you what I've done, show you how I've changed the layout, and hopefully you'll like it. Hopefully it's a lot better than it was. There's a lot more room and I've utilised the space better, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. That's not a bad thing. So, let me stop recording myself speaking to you because, it's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning, and show you what I've done over here. And let me know what you think of it. So as you remember, the yard edge was started here and it kind of had a bit that went through, but now I've changed this. So instead, the engine, not storage house, the loading bay, the yard entrance is through the loading bay. And I don't know if this is realistic or not, but you know what, it's my railway, so I can do what I like. So the idea is that trucks can get loaded before they leave the yard, or unloaded before they get shoved in the yard. There's another little separate bit off here, which is leading to the engine shed, which is now over here. It's all going to be in this little complex of buildings here. I'm thinking about getting another engine shed because I can fit one directly next to it and having two engine sheds of the same design, which should be nice. Behind here, there's no longer any sidings. Ignore the yellow truck on its side. That's going to be like the loading yard for where trucks and cars and stuff can come down, and that'll all be made up eventually. So I've got an actual proper entranceway for the road traffic. So the yard now instead bends. Please ignore the shadow, it's the light behind my phone. Now bends all the way around here and comes out at a slightly different angle, filling up this entire area, like so. So instead of it going this way across, it actually sweeps around more, like this, giving a lot more space for all the trucks and wagons. So I've now got enough space to put them all on the sidings. I didn't have that before. So the idea is that when things need loading, they can get pulled out, they can all go around, come around the back of the engine sheds, through the loading dock area, be loaded or unloaded, whatever, and then out and onto the railway and beyond. I also took it upon myself to take off the connection back here. There was a bit that used to come out here. That was the reverse loop that would have just caused me a lot of wiring pain. I've kept that little crossover there for now. Might change that, not sure. See, that might be useful. I might take those points out, just make it nice and straight. Not sure what to do with that yet. Like I said, I'll play with it. Once again, it's not final. So yeah, basically, I've changed the entire yard layout. And I think it looks a lot better like this. The long sweeping sidings seem a lot easier. There's more space. It's utilising more of it. It gives it a bit more of interest with them being diagonal rather than just straight. Definitely makes better for better pictures. I've already taken a couple. And it makes it just a little bit different, a little bit easier. I like the fact that the engine sheds and the loading bays are closer to each other. So that's like going to be like the railway industrial area. So that should be coming handy. And that's also because it's closer to the station. So it would make a bit more sense that that's closer. So what do you think? Do you think this is a lot better than what I had? Because I had a lot of dead open space and not really good access for any road vehicles before. Didn't have really any decent access for the trains, to be fair, and it was just going to be an absolute wiring nightmare, which I just wouldn't be able to put my head around and would probably quit and just go and cry in the neighbour's corner. The turntable plan is still going ahead. There's still going to be a connection to a turntable here when I get the turntable in position. That's still going ahead into this corner. I did think about moving that turntable and potentially trying to put it in here somewhere, but I'm not sure, actually. Wow, yeah. And the video cut off because my phone is stupid. I'm not sure if this would work here or not. I thought about somehow incorporating it off of here somehow, but then I thought it's going to be an absolute pain to get engines around into the turntable here. I did try and place it in, but it didn't seem to work. So I'm just going to leave it in that corner, because at least in that corner it generates a little bit of interest or something like that. So that should be fun. Anyways, let me know what you think. Apologies for not being around for a few months. I've just been doing a lot of work, a lot of work on overtime shifts. Trying to save as much money as I can these days, because I am going away on holiday next year. I am actually going to go to Japan, would you believe it? I'm going to go riding a bullet train, so that's going to be really exciting. So I need a lot of money for that. So I've been trying to save as much money as possible, hence why this hasn't moved. But no, let me know what you think. Think if it looks alright, if it looks better. Here's an overall view of it from a distance for you. I think it looks a lot better, it looks a lot neater, and looks a lot more interesting, especially with the engine sheds and the loading dock being closer together. Anyways, until next time, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the video, press that big subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video, whenever that may be. Until then, take care, and enjoy this lovely weather that we're having. That's if you can sleep. Unfortunately, I can't. And I'll see you soon.